All right, time to get out of bed. Let's get this day started. First thing we're gonna do is go take a mean ass piss. We got the lovely urinal waiting for us. Lovely. Yeah, this place used to be a restaurant, so I get my very own urinal here, which is kind of nice, I guess. But let's get this day started with meal number 1. So we're gonna go get some protein cereal here. Alright, nice. We got that Special K protein cereal. Reason why it was in the fridge is because I lost an entire other box the other day to a whole colony of ants because they just managed to get their way into my cereal, which was annoying as hell because it was like a brand new box. But oh well, that's just what happens when you live in the trenches, you know. Hasn't just been ants either. I've been getting my ass ate by all kinds of mosquitoes here, bro. I swear my ankle's getting picked at every goddamn day. Annoying as hell. But alright, let's see how much cereal we're eating. We got about like a little bit less than half the bag left. Let's see, it's about 6 servings per container. So we're gonna eat like 2/3. No, not 2/3. Oh shit. So we're probably gonna eat like a serving and a half of this. So that's gonna be like a cup and a half of cereal. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. So that alone puts us at 360 calories, 9 grams fat, 44 grams carbs, and 30 grams protein. And then we add in a good old, maybe like cup and a half of 1% low fat milk. So that's another 160 calories. Like 4 grams fat, 18 grams carbs, and 12 grams protein. Solid first meal of the day. We get a nice balance between our carbs, fats, and our protein. Get that protein synthesis going early in the day. You want to be spreading out your protein all throughout the day so that your body constantly has protein to be synthesizing new muscle. Alright, so meal 1 was a solid around 500 calories. We're about to dive into meal 2 here. It's like about an hour later, I think. I just get really hungry all the damn time, so I'm just constantly eating throughout the day. I just feel like I just never take a break from eating. I'm just always going for another meal right after. Like, I mean, it helps to like spread your meals out throughout the day. Definitely keeps you more satisfied, and it's good to have the protein just split up like that. So we're gonna go into the fridge here. Let's get the Greek yogurt out. So we got that Bowl and Basket plain Greek yogurt. It just, I don't really like how plain tastes, but I mean, I just try to mix it in with peanut butter, and then it just makes it just a lot better, especially with granola. It's just like an unstoppable combination of foods. So yeah, I just got this massive tub of Greek yogurt, which is 4 pounds of Greek yogurt in there, that's a big boy right there. It's like double the size of like the normal Oikos Pro yogurt tub, but I got that just because it was cheaper. I was at ShopRite, and there was no Oikos Pro original, which like has 25 grams of protein per serving. This only has 17 grams, but I mean there was no Oikos Pro, so I had to just go with this one. And I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely like worth it more just because it's a lot cheaper. So I mean, that's good. And then I got this Nature Valley protein granola. I got it at Stop and Shop. It was like on sale. It's 10 grams of protein per half cup serving. So not bad. That's like another one of our carb sources for the day. So we had we had the protein cereal, which added like a decent amount of carbs to just get started. Now we're gonna have that granola to up our carbs a lot more. And then after this, we're gonna have our nice meal of rice, beans, and chicken, and then that's gonna absolutely get our carbs up through the roof. Because I always aim for getting at least 50% of your total carbs in for the day before you hit the gym, just because you want to get that energy in just like before you work out. And then because if you go to the gym on an empty stomach, like you can already tell that you're gonna feel a lot weaker. Like everyone, I don't know how people go in the morning. Like they go in the morning and then just your muscles aren't full. You don't have any carbs in you. You don't have any sodium. You just can't contract your muscles. So like people go way in the morning and like I don't even know what they're doing. But yeah, I don't really have a way right now to measure everything out. So I kind of just like eyeball it, just using like math based on how many servings are in a container, and then just like the overall fraction of what I ate. So right now, like this tub, it has 11 servings per container. So I'm just gonna eat like 1/5 of it, and then that should be 2 servings, just about. So it's gonna be 200 calories, and it doesn't really matter too much, just because Greek yogurt is like really low in density. So like you could eat like a shit ton, and it's probably only like a whole tablespoon. You can eat a shit ton of it, and then it's only like 20 calories. So that's like that's what's really good about Greek yogurt. Like it's super filling and it's high in protein. So, but now the granola is what I need to be more careful about, because it's 6 servings per container, and every half cup is 230 calories. So granola is pretty damn dense. So I wouldn't really recommend granola if you're trying to like lower your calories. I just eat it because like it just helps me get to a nice like medium in my calories. And then we have the peanut butter, of course, which 1 tablespoon is what, 95 calories? Yeah, 1 tablespoon, 95 calories. I'd say that's about a tablespoon. This is a big ass spoon though. So then I just eat straight out the tub, because fuck it, why not? I'm probably about to just eat 1 serving, which is 230 calories of this. Just 1/2 cup. Honestly, I think I could get a little more in there. Alright. Beautiful, isn't it? That looks very appetizing. But no, I'm serious though. Like once you like combine all 3 of them together, it just comes out so much better. The combo goes hard. Bro, I wanted to be posting more for my road to 800 kg, like during this meet prep, but I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram or not, but bro, I went on this hike in the Catskill Mountains in New York, and that shit had me fucked up after, bro. Cause I went the day right after a pretty like heavy leg day, so my like leg muscles were all cooked. And then 30 minutes into the hike, and it was like 2 hours overall. Goddamn mosquito. 30 minutes into the hike, bro, my hip was already aching. I was like, ah, shit. Cause it started raining heavy. Luckily, it only rained heavy for like 10 minutes, but it was on our way down and shit. So everything was wet. And bro, when you're going down on a hike, bro, it's kind of steep, and it's kind of like easy to lose your footing. I didn't realize, because I've never gone on a hike before, but shit. Like I slipped, and bro, I busted my ass. But I kind of saved myself though, so that was lucky. But damn, you know, like hiking, bro, I was sleeping on it. I thought it would be easy as shit, but I mean, it was easy as shit. My body just couldn't handle it, especially after the surgery that I've had. It was just way too much, and then all my muscles ended up getting strained after that. So shit is ridiculous, but no more distractions anymore. And so many people just make the mistake of just upping their calories way too much, way too fast, and then they just get fat. But you really just have to just stick to the process, just destroy your muscles, and then come back, eat a shit ton of meat, protein, and then sleep. Sleep is also important, because those are going to be your 3 main variables. Like you have to 4 main variables. You have to destroy your body. You have to feed it the nutrients it needs to grow. You need to get a full like 8 hours of sleep to recover and repair your muscles. And then 4, you just need to keep doing that process over and over again over a long period of time, and then you'll start to see results. But anyways, we got some multivitamins here we're gonna take, and some D3. Some good old Nature Made multi, and then 22,000 IUs of vitamin D3, just to, you know, get that nice vitamin support. And since I barely eat any vegetables or fruit, And I need my D3 because I barely ever go out into the sun. That's why I'm so goddamn pale, even though I'm Colombian. Like, I tan really easily, I just never go into the sun. We're gonna make some chicken thighs right now. All right, so we're gonna take the skin off these chicken thighs, then we're gonna throw 5 of them in the air fryer. 2 for now and then 3 for after the gym, just to get the protein spread. And of course, we buy them with skin and bone just because it's a lot cheaper that way. And it doesn't take too long to just take the skin off ourselves. Look at all that fatty skin. So I pretty much count these just as if they were skinless chicken thighs, just because taking off the skin, that's where all the fat is. So you get like regular chicken thigh nutrients out of this. Just all you need for your chicken. The adobo all-purpose seasoning. Sadly, my mom has one with no pepper, but that's what we're working with. So then we're gonna season all these, just like a shit ton, and then toss them right in the air fryer for 35 minutes the first side, and then like 15 minutes the other side at 375 degrees. All right, nice and tucked away. Perfect. Nice and crispy. And dinner is, let's get this ugly ass spoon out of here, boy. Dinner is served. Hella crispy on that. There we go. We got about a 1/2 cup rice, 1/2 cup beans, like canned beans, the Goya black beans, and the 2 chicken thighs. That is a solid overall meal right here. So this right here should be about 700 calories overall. I'm a little over 1/2 cup with the rice and beans, I'm pretty sure. But chicken thighs, they're not too heavy. They should be around like 200 themselves, and then just about 300 each for the rice and beans. But you guys are sleeping on this rice and black beans combo. Bro, Hispanics know what they're doing, because this shit is actually pretty good, and beans have potassium in it as well as sodium. So it's gonna increase your electrolytes in your system a lot better than just having rice alone. And of course you need to drink a lot of water, because it is a lot of sodium, so you overall balance your water, sodium and potassium. But nah, this meal, absolutely ridiculous, absolutely busting. My favorite meal to have before the gym. It's just perfect all around. All right, we're about to head out to the gym, but I'm actually quite starving right now, so we're just gonna eat a quick little banana with some peanut butter. The good old tablespoon of peanut butter banana, just for some extra carbs, potassium. And I mean, yeah, I usually never buy fruit, but my mom bought some bananas, so I mean, just like, fuck it, why not? Might as well just eat it. That'll put me up to around like 1850-ish calories. This is one of the tiniest bananas I've ever seen. This thing has to be like 70 calories, bro. All right, now the real secret to having an insane gym session is right over here. These Cape Cod salt and vinegar chips, 40% reduced fat. I'm gonna be munching on some of that on my way to the gym. Should be around like maybe 300-ish calories. I mean, what can I say? Just a lot of carbs, a little bit of fat too, just to get some more balance in there. And then it has 230 milligrams sodium, 400 milligram potassium per serving. So it just adds on to all the salts and electrolytes we need, which is perfect. Especially when it comes to powerlifting, we deplete our sodium so much quicker than just the average bodybuilder, because we are moving heavy ass weight, so we need to be contracting our muscles, constantly using that sodium. If you guys have been following me on Instagram for a while, you know I completely advocate for these. I've been like advocating for them for like the past 2 years. They're just, I mean, they taste good, they have a good effect on your workout, and this is pretty much like the only use I have for them. Just a quick little pre-workout on my way to the gym. You definitely don't want to get carried away with them, because they are pretty high in calories, and it's so easy to just munch on a whole bag. So you do need to be careful, and remember that everything in moderation. Probably just gonna start getting the ShopRite bowl and basket chips though, the salt and vinegar ones, just because I'm pretty sure those are a lot cheaper, so might as well. They're about the same effect. I am way far behind on where I was supposed to be at by now, just because I lost those 4 to 5 weeks. And that's the thing about taking time off of training. Like, you don't just lose 4 to 5 weeks of progress. You lose 4 to 5 weeks of that potential progress, and you're regressing at the same time. So it's not just like a cost opportunity loss. You are also regressing because you're not training your muscles, so you're losing that muscle. And like, bro, it was so annoying just seeing my legs just get smaller and smaller because I wasn't able to squat and deadlift. And like, that's like the bulk of just building your legs, because I just couldn't go through those pressing movements because my hip flexion was just absolutely fucked that whole time, which is annoying. Fuck it though, we're back in it. Time to go crazy. Easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head.
The only place to go from failure is to win.
Fucking get it, bro. Come on. We're here at the gym. Let's fucking get it, bro. I'm gonna absolutely clap this session. Come on now. Let's fucking obliterate this pull day.
You gotta go out there and fail. You gotta go out there and fall down. Most people who've won big have failed big. If it's easy, leave it to somebody else. If you want results, it's gonna take hard work for years. And that's the answer. Keep going, come on. Now, come on, I can wait. Come on! Come on. All right, now, 5 more, go for it. Drive, excellent, great job. Drive! That's strong, you're getting stronger. Dig! Congratulations, you achieved failure. Failure has been achieved, thank God. Now, the only place to go from failure is to win. Nothing compares to squats. You can do leg presses, but why? Why do a movement that looks good but produces hardly any result? You have to achieve failure. You have to take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? I got news for you. That's where winning is. Nothing's changed since the 70s. Nothing! Except people train not as hard. I mean, there's a reason people don't squat. It's hard! It's hard! People don't want what's hard. They want what's easy. What looks showy. Forget about it.
No one understands how strict it is being on a meal time schedule where you can only eat 2.5, 3 hours. You have to be able to eat consistently.
I force fed a lot of meals, 3 an hour to eat meals. You're eating 12 to 16 ounces of meat, 100 to 150 grams of carbs every meal. You're doing that 7 times. I eat the same food at the same time every day. I post it on my refrigerator, and that's the meal plan that I follow.
I have zero cravings. I have zero anticipation for any meal that I eat. I think if you ask me what my favorite food is, I don't have it.
Leaner I get, bro, no one's gonna think I'm natty at that point. It's probably the creatine. I hopped back on it just because why not? I was like, fuck it, creatine
just helps you in the long term. Even though it's gonna make me look more watery, just why not for now? But I plan on keeping my natty status for a while for now. Just cause why not? Gonna fuck around, stick in powerlifting for a little longer. Then we'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty good back day today. I actually came early for one, so I didn't have to rush to finish it up. I actually got a good ass biceps pump. But bro, one of my biggest pet peeves for like fitness influencers on Instagram, it's like you would be able to tell in real life how small someone actually is, but on pictures it's all proportions. So like there's people who abuse that, and bro, there's people who just never train rear delts, so then their triceps just end up looking insane just because they have no rear delt. But like, look, so this is what a normal tricep looks like, right? Like it looks solid, but it doesn't look insane because it's not like unproportional to the rest of my arm. But let's say, like if I flex my rear delt like that, shit, hold on, I can't really do it. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. If I took out that whole chunk of rear delt, look at how much bigger my tricep would look in comparison to the rest of my body. It's actually insane how there's so many people who abuse that on Instagram. Like, they just never train rear delts, and then it just makes their triceps look like absolutely inhumane. When in reality, it's actually pretty standard size for like a bodybuilder. Like, I wouldn't say standard, like they would still have like some meaty ass triceps, but it would be more so like a normal human proportion. I don't know, that's just been one thing that's just always been one of my pet peeves in the fitness industry. Just those proportions on social media, you can really just abuse them like crazy. It's not even funny. But yeah, I'm about to head back to my house, heat up the 3 chicken thighs, and then just probably go on a walk just to get some steps in for the day. Because, you know, I've been really slacking in my steps lately. I've been hitting like probably 3K a day, which is absolutely atrocious. You should be aiming for 10K a day. So I've been going on walks every night just to try and get my steps up. So we're gonna be doing that. And yeah, honestly, I've really been slacking on my forearms lately, even just my biceps in general, just because I stay coming to the gym hella late. But I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna start coming an hour early just to make sure I can get out before closing time, get my whole workout in, and like be able to rest like 2 to 3 minutes between each set, because that rest is just so important. Like, I've realized, because if you're not resting 2 to 3 minutes between your accessories, it just gets so much harder to contract your muscles. So you really need that extra bit of time. And like when I'm rushing it, bro, it's so hard to recover, and I'm just not hitting the volume that I want to be hitting. But yeah, I've been slacking on forearms, so I took a page out of Sam Silik's book, and I tried that forearm curl thing just because I've never really hit that part of the forearm. I've always done reverse curls, and those have felt pretty good, but I've never actually gone this way. And honestly, like when I do that, I can feel like a little bit of wrist pain. And it's not that like the exercise is bad or anything, it's because I just had fucked up wrists for a long time. Like, I had this mean ass wrist injury like a few years back, just because I was going RP10 on like multiple days a week on like overhead press, bench, and I was like cocking my wrist too far back on it too. So I really ended up fucking up my wrists, and I felt that today. So like, it's always been a problem for me, but I'm like pretty good at managing it. By doing that exercise, I'm hoping I can strengthen that part of my forearm to give more stability to my wrist. So that's the hope, and we'll see how that develops. But I mean, it felt pretty good. The thing about the rear delt pet peeve is that the rear delt is actually such an important muscle, especially when it comes to powerlifting, because the rear delt is what gives you that stability on bench. And if your rear delts are ass cheeks, like, you're gonna feel like shit on bench eventually. Like, if you keep pushing hard, I know everyone has experienced this, but you're gonna start getting that impingement in your shoulder, that little pinching feeling, mainly between like your trap and your shoulder. Like, that's what happens when your rear delt is too weak. It's because your shoulder is just, your front delts are just putting in too much work, and you have no stability in your bench. So you really need to be hitting that rear delt just like any other muscle, bro. Just throw it in on your back day. Make sure you really go light at first,
So many people like overestimate how strong the rear delt is. It's a really small muscle. Like, it's not that strong. Like, even I'm doing just 115 pounds on rear delt flies, and then I drop set to around 75 pounds. Like, it's not a strong muscle, and my rear delts are like pretty well developed. My right arm is actually a little bit less developed than my left, so that's kind of sucks. But I really try to focus in on just getting that mind muscle connection. When you do rear delts, you want to press your pinky up against the side of the machine. That way you're like just pushing up against it, and it should kind of feel like as if you're doing a lateral raise, except that you're gonna feel it like more outside on your shoulder, because I mean that's where your rear delt is, the outside of your shoulder. But yeah, it's basically a lateral raise for your rear delts. All right, let's go heat up our chicken, devour that shit, and then go on our walk. All right, sorry, but I can't talk indoors right now because Mama Hanma is trying to get her beauty sleep right now. Man, I'm just trying to save up right now. Hopefully get her out of that apartment, because bro, that apartment is honestly like 100% the trenches. But the rent is just so low right now for it. So that's the reason why we're still there. But yeah, no, I need to move her into somewhere like actually livable. And rent everywhere else is just so goddamn expensive right now. It's actually crazy how much rent has gone up. It's ridiculous. But oh well, hopefully one day I could get her out of there, just to repay her back for all the things she's done for me and the rest of my family. But yeah, enough of that. We've got our 8 grams of creatine, and we're on our midnight walk to try to get our 10K steps in. We've got one more meal after this walk, and we've already hit our protein goal we should be around 200 grams right now. So we're just gonna eat 8 ounces of ground beef, half a pound. That should be 400 calories, and that'll put us in a nice spot. All right, as I was saying, that should put us in a nice spot, a nice and round 3,000 calories for the day, which is pretty damn solid. That's just around my maintenance, so it's enough for me to recomp at. It's just like, and it should end me around 240 grams of protein in the area, which will be 1.2 times my body weight, which is ideal for protein, especially when you're trying to recomp and just be lean. The higher your protein is, just the leaner you're gonna feel, and you're just gonna feel a lot better than when you have higher carbs, in my opinion. But yeah, I am so glad that I am a large man, so that I am able to go on these midnight walks, because it's quite dark, I'm not gonna lie, except for these occasional street lights, which have some pretty nice lighting. Like, goddamn, look at those striations. You really got to thank the taxpayer money for that one. We'll see how much more content I'll be recording. If you guys have any things you want to see from me, just drop it in the comments below. Kind of low on ideas, and it'd be good to just put stuff out that you guys actually want to see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up my walk now. Gonna pull up some YouTube while I walk, just something nice and chill, just to keep my mind distracted, entertained, get a little bit of that stress relief for the day, just because I think everyone should have a little bit of time for stress relief. So I'm just gonna watch, like, I don't know, maybe like a Pokemon Nuzlocke or something. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up this walk, and then we'll head back in for the ground beef. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that I finally ordered a Rode mic to finally put on my camera, because for the gym music, especially when I go to Iron Revolution, it's so goddamn loud. So I needed a mic really badly. Like, bro, YouTube has been copywriting every single one of my vids just because it picks up 5 seconds of gym music in the background, which is pretty goddamn annoying. I don't even make money off of YouTube right now, but shit, if I was making money, I'd be pissed as hell that 5 seconds of background noise that you can barely even hear just took away my money. But yeah, no, that should be nice. Coming in next week probably. Oh, one more thing. If you have an air fryer and you're trying to reheat something, make sure to reheat it in the air fryer at 330 degrees around 10 to 15 minutes. Because if it was meat, then the fat hardens on top of the meat and it just tastes like ass if you try and microwave it. So if you heat it up in the air fryer, the fat will turn liquid and start to drip off again. So that's a little secret if you didn't know that already.